Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is your monthly read for May of 2024. And we will just dive right in. I am still doing these readings. If you have missed a couple of readings, like where have I been? I'm up to creating new content, interviews. The first one will soon be uploaded and just takes up a lot of time. And I have so much admiration for people's podcasts now. It's unbelievable how much energy it takes, actually. At least it does for me, to just be fully present. And so I'm still doing this. I do the monthlies and I still offer personal readings. So if you're interested in one of those, please read about it in the description box. I don't know for how long I'm going to do them, as the other stuff seems to take over more and more. So like there's a transformation going on here for me right now. So Gemini, the month of May, we're going to start with an overall energy and then go deeper and deeper into that energy, and that sort of get the full picture at the very end. It takes some time to really get the message. So get yourself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, and settle in. Gemini for the month of May. And I'm sitting here with my beanie on my head. I actually now just took my, I had a sweater on even. I started up with -1 degree Celsius this morning. It's like, and I'm doing the May reading, right? Crazy. I feel like it's extra cold this year. It has to be, because it's like, yeah. I'm in Sweden though, did I say that? Gemini, wow. So every other, I've done 2, but like my focus is to get 1 card. You get 3. I love this. You have leadership, Leo card, the leadership. And we have the unicorn. And friendships. Okay, so all of these are very fiery. I just feel like a very fiery. Obviously Leo is a fire sign, and it is very fiery. It's a very like energetic, creative energy moving forward. But also the unicorn here, show you in a second, has a very like, so you see the hair on this woman and the torch. She has a fire there with her torch, and like the unicorn, the whole mane of the horse is also like very on fire. It's like a big movement. And I love how, do you see around the feet of the lion there? It's like very sparkly, and it's almost like it's stardust that's making the lion move forward in a bed of sunflowers. And the unicorn card is the same. It's like we see those stardust sparkly thingies there. Like there's a movement, a big movement forward. We have a sunrise in the back. Like, yeah. I think Gemini, that I'm going to get to this in a second. It's just that these two felt very intertwined. I think that there's a big movement, and Gemini, you're either feeling the very awakening path that you're on, or you're being yanked into awakening. Because I see this, so you see this woman sleeping within the unicorn. And so I feel like there's like such uniqueness to you, Gemini, like such uniqueness to you, to who you are. And I think there's a lot of talents, a lot of gifts, a lot of just raw creative energy that wants to come to light, wants to come to the surface, but you've been like asleep within yourself. I think you probably have shown, oh my goodness, like I'm getting a oh my goodness, I'm getting a 15% It's interesting because I've stolen the percentage from my oldest son. He's speaking in percentages all the time. But I'm getting like that you're awakened to 15% of your own like raw talent, of your creative force. That means, you do the math, that you have 85% to wake up to. 85%. And I'm not talking about like the brain's capacity or anything like that. It's just that to the amount that you're still asleep, and to the amount that you still have to like to wake up to your own uniqueness, to who you truly are in this world. And there's a force coming in, and you probably feel it. Or you even like are aware that like, yeah, I've started to feel this awakening. I'm starting to feel, and what is awakening? It's like you know, you hear of certain people having awakenings in terms of like overnight sensations and stuff like that. For most people, I find, and for myself, it doesn't happen that way. It's like small moments of, I think it was Matthias De Stefano, if you know who that is, who like the first time I heard him say is like, it's like you have like a little mini aha moment of something you have no idea about. It's like, what is that about? It's like, I was like, I could so relate. It's like, it was so funny. Like, that's exactly how it's felt over the years. It's like one thing after the other, like mini moments just opening up, opening up, opening up. And at very first glance, it's like, there's something about this. There's something to this. I don't know what it is though. I have no idea. And then like it just falls into place over time. And obviously, like, it can be that you're just really interested in your own personal growth, in your spiritual growth, and all of that. But I just feel like right now, you're being pushed to the limit. You're being pushed out of your comfort zone. You're being pushed into your uniqueness. Like, there's a driving force with a Leo behind it. Like, come on, Gemini, wake up. And friendship. So I'm very drawn to the because of the first energy coming out here, because of awakening and because of like realizing your own true potential, your own true uniqueness. Okay, I'm drawing back here. So I just want to say, it's like you have a little mini harvest in your hand. Like, look at the little crop, like you plucked something from the earth. It's like you're so ready to just put down some seeds in the soil to get going. I'm not saying that, well, some people may put down some actual seeds in the soil, but I understand not every single Gemini is going to go out and put down some seeds in the dirt. But like to get your own thing going, to plant your own thing. Because of that energy, I just feel like this is more, yes, it can be about friendships, that you are now coming into like finding like-minded people that shares your story, shares your evolution, shares your expansion, your awakening, and that so that you're now trying to, you might not be trying to, but you're like doing more of what is truly you, and therefore you're starting to attract more of the people who are truly on the same wavelength, that enhances your life, that enhances your thought processes, that like really are on the same page as you are. As before, maybe it was a little bit lonely, or like you had zero friends, or like that one person that you could talk to and then that was it. Now it feels like you're more finding a community of like-minded people. And this is also like I see the growth in you, like going from quite naive and quite blue in this world, like just being your all good Gemini, and then coming into like this awakening of the purple there, the indigo, if you will, and then moving into the golden age, like just really having a beautiful process or progress happening right now. You probably sense it all around you in your life, that there's a big shift, like a lot of shifts happening in your life right now, a lot of shifts happening in your body right now, a lot of shifts happening in your relationships right now. Like probably no area is left exactly the same. There's a lot of changes happening as we speak. Okay, going deeper into this message, what do we have for Gemini, please, for the month of May? And I'm using the fairy decks here as I'm inspired to go more into the fairy kingdom. And I really like it, I have to say. Prince of Spring, immediate action. Wow. And the Chariot. I love that. I love the images. The images of these are so fun and funny. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, this looks really good. Happy news. Wheel of Fortune. There's something moving forward here. Okay, one thing at a time here. I'm just really drawn to the fact that I don't think that you're deciding things in your life based on your animals. I don't think that you actually let the animals run your show or run your life. But there's something about, it can even be like a totem, like an animal totem, or you see a lot of, like you have a lot of animals around you, or like you just use the animals as, look at that. I just love this image. Look at this chariot. I mean, those look like bee faces on, but like dragonflies. I just love the, I mean, and if this is a dragonfly, it's like there's so much change. This, I mean, the chariot card is about this movement forward and success in the moving forward and in the change, and that you're in control and you're like steering the narrative. So that's why I'm saying you're not allowing for the animals to steer your, because we have a rabbit here as well. A big rabbit that you're like sitting on, like it's like they're in the lead, but it's like you might have a lot of animals around you, and you might have like what you know that you're on the right path as this animal just shows up and gives you a sign, or it's like a symbolism. It's like a whole language going on for you, that either they turn up on pictures or they turn up in real life, or they just show up around you. You just have this communication with animals, knowing that you are on the right path or moving in the right direction. Maybe sometimes even to a fault. If you have like cats or dogs or horses or like whatever, it feels like sometimes, I don't know, you probably are the type of person that moves out of the way so that they can fit in your bed, and it starts out like really cute, and then it ends up with like, did you really get a good night's sleep, you know? Or like you're about to make yourself dinner or something, and it's like, oh, the dog needs food first, and so you feed the dog first before you feed yourself. Is that like putting the animals ahead of? It's a lot of talk about these animals now, and I understand not every Gemini is going to resonate with that, but it's just such a big topic, so I just have to bring it forward. Okay, your movement forward right now, like I said, this Leo feeling of like something going behind and just pushing things forward. Like you don't even have to understand what this thing is. It's just a fuel. It's just something that like lights your fire, and there's a movement to wake you up. And whatever you're changing right now is to get you to wake up. So even if it's like, you feel really drawn to start this education, or like you're moving home, or you're changing your relationships, or like whatever that is, that's all beautiful, but it's all to get you a little bit out of your comfort zone, and so that you will explore your uniqueness, so that you will start to open up to your own unicornness. So the chariot is talking about like moving forward, getting happy results, successful results. And Prince of Spring, it says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. I just feel like whatever the undertaking now, like whatever you're taking on, and it moves fast, like it goes really, if there's been like a stagnation feel, maybe even ever since Christmas, like ever since coming over to this side of the year, it's been maybe a little bit slow moving or slow going, or if things have started to pick up, it's like, and then they fell through, or like, you know, this is like, now the change is really happening and it's happening fast. But you're like so ready. I think that waking yourself up now, even though it's a little bit scary, you might think that it's scary to start the journey of this new education, or you might think it's scary to end the relationship or to begin a new one. You might think that that is what feels scary to you. I think that that is awakening in disguise. That is a really good expression. It's an awakening in disguise. You think you're afraid of the move, the change, the shift. But what you really are like looking into, whether you want to move forward with this or not, like whatever it's a little bit scary, is your ability to awaken to your true uniqueness. That's what's a little bit scary, but it shows up as a disguise as, should I do this education or not? Should I get into this relationship or not? Should I, like, it's not really about that. That's like an extension. And it's moving fast, but you seem to go along with it. So I don't think that you're like, I don't think that you're pumping the brakes or anything. Like, you're not stopping the flow of this. You want this change, but it's a little bit like where's it gonna land? Together with the Wheel of Fortune, like, things are picking up now. And Princess of Autumn, this is just, you've been planning for whatever. I mean, it is an awakening. You're awakening to your true self. You're awakening to your true unicorn. The unicorn being unique. But there's like a plan. Maybe you don't feel like you're planned to awaken, but you've planned to make the move, or you planned to get into this relationship or get out of this relationship, or you planned the next endeavor. And it has taken a little bit of a, like, it needed a little bit of a push to get going, or for you to get going. But now it is going. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is talking about end of delays, end of the stagnation. I'm just thinking about this. Is that Sleeping Beauty? Törnrosa. That sort of, she cuts herself. She gets like a little boo-boo on this, I don't know what that's called in English. And when she has all this silk, she makes all this silk from cotton. It's that story. And I see these flowers in the back that I've spoken of before. It's not really those flowers, but it's those flowers that I think about. All the words, for whatever reason, has completely escaped me right now. I do apologize for that. But it's like, there's a story playing out right now in your life, and it's like whatever you thought was not going to work. This story about these flowers are that, like, they were the only flower that has like evolved and continue to evolve and continue to evolve and existed even before, you know, bees were around. They actually got their growth through a beetle, and they, not only did they survive, they have sort of expanded into 400 different versions of itself. 400 different versions. And we also have that Sleeping Beauty story. Like, is it the Sleeping Beauty story? I might confuse two stories here now, but it's like sitting with this, I don't know the word in English, but making like silk, and you're taking a situation that has not looked good, and you're turning it into, like, the Wheel of Fortune is here. The delays are over. It's going to start to turn in your favor now. It's almost like you can sit down and have a good cry, because it's like, it's the end of hardship. It's the end of delays. There's a movement forward, and what you thought were like, well, we'll make it work. No, you will not only make it work, you will expand into places you didn't even think of. Samantha in Sex and the City, I think it's the movie, where she's laying down with sushi. This is a big side note because I said you're going to expand into places you didn't even know existed. She's saying in the movie that she's laying down and having sushi all over her body, waiting for her, at the time, boyfriend to come home for Valentine's Day, and he just never shows. And she's so upset. And she said, I've had wasabi in places one should never have wasabi in. Anyway, you're going to take things places you never even thought existed. You're going to blossom and flower and get into your uniqueness. I really love this for you. Okay, just a couple more things here for Gemini, please. I missed your energy. When I've been away from making readings like this, there's this specific type of energy around each sign, and I for sure missed your energy. Four of Ariel and solutions. You're coming in success that comes from objective compromise, like moving forward right now. This is a new beginning for the heart. So remember, at the basis of all of this is awakening in disguise, right? We have awakening here. So this is a new beginning for your heart. You're setting out on a new path right now. So on this path where things are starting to open up, and even though you will branch out in places you never knew, this is the time. And I know, Gemini, you hate this. You might not hate it, but you strongly disagree with this word or energy. And that is like, you need to practice your patience right now. Practice your patience as you move forward, because you are in the solutions. And you might think that, can we just be done with it? Well, you're not just done with awakening. It's little mini moments of keep opening up, you know? And that just doesn't just hit you over the head and you're done. And you can go back to heaven now. It's just not, that's not why we're here, right? So just try to be kind to yourself and listen to your intuition, and keep the patience as much as you can as you now move forward in these changes. And we have Four of Ariel, and I forgot to say, this is, someone is getting a new car. This is a new car, a travel. I'm getting like very material things, like a new car, a new house, a new bike, a new, like very material stuff. Like you're getting a new apartment. Maybe you've been waiting for this like forever, and it's like now showing up, or things are starting to fall into place. This is when we are ending the delay and it's falling into place. We have 10 there is a completion. Four of Ariel. So it's like, this is when you're all set. It's like we're jumping a little bit into the future. It's source sort of taking us like a little bit like a leap into the future to just show you that like this is not a once in a lifetime situation. This is now just a starting up point of ever so much more. It's the starting up point of ever so much more. And it's like it's showing us a little bit glimpse into the future where it's like you're already set. You have the house, you have the relationship, you have the jiu-jitsu new dress. Just spit there. You have like a treasure chest filled with monies. Fill with it. You can't even close it. It's like money's laying right next to it. It doesn't want to focus. Never mind. Who cares? It's just a lot of money. Big house, big situations, changes, you know. It's telling you to stay balanced. Stay in the in and out flow of things. Like don't get so here, whatever you're starting right now is not a once in a lifetime situation. So if there's like a windfall, if there's some money coming in, you don't have to like hold on to it because it's the only money you're gonna have for the rest of your life. If this is a new house, car, job situation is coming in, like you better hang on for dear life because this is the once in a lifetime thing you're doing right now. No, it's the start. It's the start. Whatever you're receiving right now is the starting point of, like, remember the 400 branching out in the flower, right? So it's like, it's just telling you, get comfortable with the breathing in and breathing out of this. Like, money in, money out, houses in, houses out. Like, we don't have to make it the one or the number, the only situation where this is going to happen. It's just showing you you're good. Like, you're set in the future. It's going to stay the same. So just try to loosen up around it. Okay, final messages here from your fairies. What do you have to say to Gemini, please? Some final messages. Whatever was stagnant is starting to move, but the basis of this is awakening to your true uniqueness, your true unicorn. Harmony, and this is in Swedish. Harmoni I familjen. I familjen. Harmony within the family. And I'm seeing someone pushing the veil there a little bit. So maybe there has been some restraints, or some, not restraints, some, like, you just feel like there's a strained energy, like there's a stiffness in the energy. It's not free flowing, and something here is going to just dissolve. It's going to turn it way more harmonious in your family. That is what I have for you, beautiful Gemini. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.